Hey, it's Yuko, the former teacher turned instructional designer. So today I thought I would take you through a customer engagement module that I created in Articulate Rise. So this is basically a customer service module, but I called it Increasing Customer Engagement. So let's get started. Okay, so here is the front page of my customer service module. It's called Increase Customer Engagement. You can see my initials there. I've used stock images or YouTube videos that are embedded for this. So here's a little run through. So I've got the course overview, then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lessons. I've got little knowledge checks within the course, customer needs and successful sales. Then I've got a final quiz and a congratulations page. So let's get started. Okay, here's the course overview. So I've put in a little spiel about the course and then at the end a little bit about me because I created it. I've also provided a link to my website. So my first step was to get the learner to reflect on their experiences so that they can use this to learn. So I said, reflect on a positive customer service interaction you've had. Were you the customer or the customer service representative? Was it a positive interaction? How did it begin? What made it stand out? How can you replicate this? Then I said, these are all questions that will be answered in this engaging learning experience that will help you increase customer engagement for your business. Now I've put in the learning objectives. So there are 5 learning objectives for this course. They become increasingly more complex with Blooms Taxonomy command terms. So upon completion of this learning module, you'll successfully be able to 1. Identify customer needs and deliver support. 2. Demonstrate successful sales tactics to reach KPIs. 3. Apply intuitive problem solving and communication skills to resolve complaints and issues. 4. Design individualized customer success strategies for retention. And 5. Evaluate customer feedback for positive customer experience. So I go up the Blooms Taxonomy pyramid in complexity, and this way learners know what they are going to achieve to pass this module. So it's a focus on soft skills, things like communication, problem solving, customer service. This is a stock image I used. I've put in a caption that could also be used as alt text for a screen reader, so it's accessible. And my buttons don't just say continue, it says where you're going. So it says begin lesson 1. So our first lesson is identifying customer needs. It says lesson 2, but the first part was a course introduction. So I have my learning objective again, specifically for this lesson. Identify customer needs and deliver support. So first we start off with breadth of knowledge. What is customer service? I have a definition from Salesforce. I've also linked it so that it gives credit to the author. How can you provide a positive customer service experience? Then I provide the answer. Identify and set goals. This is in a dot point format, so it's easy to understand and there's not a lot of text. So in order to define success, we must first identify what success looks like to us. What do you want your business to accomplish through exemplary customer service? This is meant to be very broad, so a lot of different customer service sectors could use it. So whether you're working in a call center, in retail, in hospitality, business to business. Okay, here's another stock image, successful fashion sales. And my first little activity is a set of flashcards. So sell products, provide positive experiences, develop rapport, increase brand awareness, grow your customer base, and expand your advertising and marketing sphere. Now here's a little knowledge check. How can we define success in customer service? And it's to set goals. I've also put in a little reminder of the instructional materials, regardless of what answer you get. In order to define success for our business, we must set goals to see what success will look like. Customer service is, this is a fill in the blank, is the support you offer your customers. Okay, continue to lesson 2. Okay, so we have another learning objective. Upon completion of this lesson, you'll be able to demonstrate successful sales tactics to reach KPIs. Okay, so successful sales tactics, I've got my information from Indeed. Again, I've linked it. I've also used a couple of real-world examples, so McDonald's and the Grimace Shake campaign, and then Stanley and the Stanley Cups, or Stanley Tumblers. My instructional materials here are in tab form, like a carousel tab form. So first part is to have a good impression, and then there are 4 different aspects of leaving a good impression with a stock image. Our second part is relationships with customers and your interaction with a stock image. The third part is deliver what you say you will, either a product or experience, along with a stock image. Tell a story. So I've got customers will resonate with your brand and your business if there is an authentic and real story behind it. Then I've linked it to my YouTube video. The last one is to use social media. So it's a great way to market your product, experience, and story. So I've listed a bunch of different social media platforms, and then I've linked to a reel that I created on my social media. And we're onto a little knowledge check again. So true or false, first impressions matter when conducting sales? True. It's sort of a knowledge check and a learning experience. This is a scenario. So this is for a hotel front desk. Lana is a front desk clerk at a famous 5-star hotel and a popular tourist destination. There are many other hotels to choose from. Lana has developed a positive professional relationship with a guest. Continue. I'm going to go through the wrong answers first. Whoops, I did not reserve the room and now it's unavailable. And then her face is not happy. I did not deliver what I promised. I could still repair the relationship. Continue. Ignore the customer, and then it gives you how you can provide success. It's always best to deliver on what you promise. We all make mistakes. The best way to fix it is to apologize. Now we go back to the beginning. Whoops, I did not reserve the room. However, I got it wrong and I'm going to apologize and admit my mistake. And then I've successfully completed it and our scenario is complete. So I can continue to next lesson. Customer needs and successful sales. This is a knowledge check quiz. So true or false, customer service is only providing product. False. True or false, good customer service will lead to retention. True. How can you use social media in customer service? I have changed this up a little bit so that they match, because they can kind of all match a little bit. So 1, develop cult status. There's also cult status will help you sell your products and grow your customer base. 2, sell a viable lifestyle. Vibes help develop aesthetic experience or product. 3, campaigns. Campaigns increase customer interactions and advertising. 4, educate. Education will add value and increase the marketing of your product by creating trust. So this is a matching activity. However, accessibility-wise, you could also type in or select the drop-down menu. Submit, and it's correct. And here's my quiz score, 100%, yay. Now I can move on to applying problem-solving and communication skills. Okay, so learning objective is to apply intuitive problem-solving and communication skills to resolve complaints and issues. So again, we're going to reflect, and I'm asking the learners to reflect on a negative experience they've had. I created this word cloud in Canva. So it's just negative customer service experiences and then feelings that we feel. This is a stock photo. Reflecting on your past experiences helps you grow and develop. How to help an unhappy customer. So this information is from Zendesk. I've linked to Zendesk. Although there are a lot of strategies to try and diffuse a situation, obviously if they start to get violent or threaten you, then you just kind of have to walk away or hang up. So this one is an interactive image. So there are numbers everywhere. We can click them and then information will appear. 1, stay calm. 2, be an active listener. So there's always a title and then more information. 3, personalize the interaction. 4, acknowledge emotions. 5, use positive language. 6, restate what they told you. 7, build trust and thank them. 8, set clear next steps and explore solutions. 9, ask for help and share knowledge with your team. Okay, so when interacting with an irate customer, we should stay calm. I'm going to type that in. It's correct. Customers prefer to be, now I should probably have said that they should select 2, so they prefer to be heard and acknowledged. Continue to next lesson. So designing success strategies for retention. Our learning objective is to design individualized customer success strategies for retention. So how can you keep customers coming back? And then I've asked them to reflect again. Think of a brand you support, you continue to buy their products or use their services. Why do you do this? And then I've embedded a YouTube video from Qatar Airways. And this is not an ad, it's just a good product that would be amazing. So they can play the video, and then it shows how to design for customer success. Again, I've gotten information from Zendesk and I've linked to Zendesk. I've organized this information in a carousel with a stock image and some text. So step 1, answer every question. 2, be memorable. 3, give customers control over their experience. 4, act on customer feedback. 5, yay, you've successfully designed for customer success. Okay, now onto our knowledge check. Select 2 strategies to design for customer success. So it's be memorable, give customers choice. Now we can continue on to lesson 5. So it's always a good idea to run through the learning module by yourself, because then you can notice any glitches or any issues. Almost there. It says lesson 7 out of 9, but that's because I had quizzes and the course introduction. So this lesson is evaluating customer feedback, and our objective is to evaluate customer feedback for a positive customer experience. And then I've embedded a YouTube video about why customer feedback is important. Then I have a list of how feedback can benefit you and your business. So there are 10 dot points, and this is another matching activity. So identify ways feedback can benefit you and your business. So if you gather and analyze data on a product or experience, you can improve your product or experience. Again, there are little hints in there. If you ask for feedback, you can share the feedback with the team. If you make it easy to leave feedback for improvement, you can identify opportunities for improvement. So there are little hints in there, even though I guess they could all match up. Submit. Now we are continuing to our final quiz. It says lesson 8 of 9, but it's the quiz. So this quiz will evaluate your understanding of all the lessons. And let's get started. What are 2 examples of good customer support? They are increasing your customer base and high customer retention. It's correct. What are 2 approaches that will leave a good first impression? Friendly and approachable. McDonald's made use of which social media campaign? And that's the Grimace Shake. Now, you have built rapport with a customer, but they have contacted you saying the product you sold them is faulty. What do you do? Remember, when stuff like this happens, it's not a personal attack on you. It's just, oh, I'm just contacting you because I want to solve this issue, so no need to take it personally. It's all of the above here. A customer asks you a million questions about your brand's products. What should you do? Answer all questions. True or false? Feedback can help improve your product and customer service experience. True. Okay, now we have our quiz results, and I got 100%. So now we move on to 9 out of 9. Congratulations. Congratulations! And I've got a stock image saying we did it. And the caption says you're a customer service star. And then again, well done! You've completed this module on increasing customer engagement. You'll be able to develop a positive relationship with customers. And then I've restated the learning objectives. You are now able to identify customer needs and deliver support, demonstrate successful sales tactics to reach KPIs, apply intuitive problem solving and communication skills to resolve complaints and issues, design individualized customer success strategies for retention, and then evaluate customer feedback for a positive experience. And then if you like this learning module, check out and then a link to my website to get bespoke learning solutions for your business or product. And then I've got my logo, You Go Instructional Design. And that is the end of my Articulate Rise learning module on increasing customer engagement. So this was a soft skill customer service module that I built by myself. I used information that was available on the internet as my SME. So I did actually work in retail for 9 years while I was studying high school and university. So I did use some of my background knowledge, but I also used information from Zendesk, Indeed. I was able to embed videos about feedback from Qatar Airways from my own YouTube channel. So I'll link all of that below. If you have any questions on creating modules with Articulate Rise, and please drop them in the comments below. If you have any feedback for me on how to improve a learning module, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Check out my website, and if you like this video, then please like, subscribe and follow along. Thank you. See ya.